Welcome back to the channel. Today we'll be taking a look at the 12 best-looking motorcycles 2026. Number 12, Harley-Davidson Street Bob. The Harley-Davidson Street Bob stands out in 2026 because it stays raw and honest while still looking sharp from every angle. The stripped-down body, tall mini 8 bars, and blacked-out finish give it a tough stance that feels purposeful, not flashy. The slim fuel tank, chopped rear fender, and spoked wheels keep the profile clean and aggressive. It looks light, fast, and ready to move, which is exactly why it keeps landing on best-looking motorcycle lists year after year in the United States. Power comes from a 1868cc Milwaukee 8 engine, and it plays a big role in the Street Bob's appeal. The engine fills the frame perfectly and adds visual weight without clutter. Air cooling fins, exposed hardware, and the deep black treatment make the motor look muscular even at a stoplight. The riding position also adds to why this motorcycle looks right. The tall bars, mid-controls, and solo seat create a stance that feels confident and balanced. It looks good parked and even better rolling down a city street or open highway. The Harley-Davidson Street Bob carries a price tag of around $16,999, which fits its place as a premium cruiser with strong visual identity. Overall, it offers strong visual identity, classic Harley attitude, and modern simplicity, proving that in 2026, good design still comes from restraint, balance, and purpose. Number 11, Triumph Bonneville Bobber. The Triumph Bonneville Bobber stands out in 2026 by embracing a low, purposeful shape that feels timeless without looking dated. The floating solo seat, hardtail-style rear frame, and wide front tire give it a dramatic side profile that turns heads instantly. Its clean tank lines, round headlamp, and dark detailing create a strong visual balance between classic British style and modern restraint. This motorcycle looks deliberate from every angle, with nothing added just to fill space. The heart of the Bonneville Bobber is a 1200cc parallel twin engine, and its design plays a big role in the bike's visual appeal. The compact engine layout keeps the bike low and tight, while the brushed metal surfaces and blacked-out components add depth without clutter. The engine sits proudly in the frame and reinforces the bike's muscular yet controlled appearance. What really sets this motorcycle apart visually is its stance. The low seat height, forward controls, and wide handlebars give it a grounded look that feels confident and planted. The Triumph Bonneville Bobber carries a price tag of around $13,995, placing it in a premium space where design clearly matters. It offers a bold visual identity that does not rely on excess chrome or oversized parts, proving that in 2026, strong motorcycle design still comes from proportion, restraint, and character in a single striking package. Number 10, BMW R18. The BMW R18 earns its spot among the best-looking motorcycles of 2026 by leaning fully into presence and proportion. The long wheelbase, stretched fuel tank, and exposed steel frame give it a commanding side profile that feels confident and deliberate. From the low seat to the flowing rear fender, the design feels cohesive and carefully balanced, making it impossible to mistake for anything else on the road. At the center of the R18 is a 1800cc boxer engine, and visually it defines the entire motorcycle. The massive horizontally opposed cylinders push outward with confidence, giving the bike a wide, grounded stance. Polished metal surfaces contrast with darker elements, creating a mechanical look that feels honest and bold. The riding posture adds to the bike's visual weight. The low seat height, relaxed reach to the bars, and stretched-out proportions make the R18 look planted and stable even when standing still. With a price tag starting around $18,995, the BMW R18 positions itself as a premium statement motorcycle, and it proves that in 2026, bold design backed by mechanical honesty can still leave a lasting impression in one unmistakable silhouette. Number 9, Honda Rebel 1100. The Honda Rebel 1100 secures its place among the best-looking motorcycles of 2026 by mixing modern aggression with clean, minimal design. The low-slung body, matte finishes, and compact proportions give it a sharp, street-focused presence that feels current and confident. The wide tires, exposed frame sections, and short rear fender create a muscular stance without making the bike look bulky. Power comes from a 1084cc parallel twin engine, and its compact size plays a big role in the Rebel's look. The engine sits low in the frame, keeping the bike visually grounded and balanced. Blacked-out components and subtle metallic details give it a serious mechanical feel rather than a decorative one. The riding position adds to the visual appeal. The low seat height, mid-mounted controls, and slightly forward bars give the bike a planted, ready-to-move look. With a price tag starting around $9,999, the Honda Rebel 1100 delivers strong visual impact without drifting into excess, proving that in 2026, smart proportions and modern restraint can create a motorcycle that looks fast, tough, and timeless in one clean package. Number 8. Kawasaki Z900 RS. The Kawasaki Z900 RS stands out purely on design because it respects classic shape while keeping everything clean and purposeful. The teardrop fuel tank, round headlight, and flat seat instantly call back to old-school road bikes, but the sharp paint lines and tight panel gaps keep it looking fresh. The balance between metal surfaces and modern detailing gives it a refined but serious look that feels complete from every angle. At the center is a 948cc inline-4 engine, and visually it fits the bike perfectly. The compact layout keeps the frame slim, while the exposed headers and neatly tucked components give it a mechanical honesty that many modern bikes lack. The engine does not overpower the design, instead it supports it, keeping the motorcycle proportional and well-grounded. The upright stance plays a major role in how the Z900 RS looks on the road. The straight bars, neutral foot peg position, and flat seat give it a confident posture that feels natural and relaxed. It looks comfortable without appearing soft, and sporty without forcing aggression. Parked or in motion, it carries a calm confidence that draws attention without shouting. With a price tag of around $12,300, the Kawasaki Z900 RS delivers strong visual identity backed by thoughtful proportions, proving that when classic lines are done right, they never lose their impact and continue to look right long after trends fade. Number 7. Harley-Davidson Fat Boy. The Harley-Davidson Fat Boy earns its place purely through presence, with a wide, planted look that feels powerful even before the engine is started. The solid disc wheels, thick front forks, and broad fuel tank give it a stance that looks heavy in the right way. Chrome and brushed metal are used with intent, creating contrast without making the bike feel flashy. From the side, the Fat Boy looks low, stretched, and confident, a design that has stayed iconic because it refuses to follow short-term trends. Powering the Fat Boy is an 1800cc Milwaukee 8 engine, and visually it dominates the motorcycle. The large air-cooled motor fills the frame completely, giving the bike a solid and muscular core. The exposed cylinders, deep fins, and polished covers make the engine part of the overall design rather than something hidden away. The riding position adds to the visual impact. The wide bars, low seat, and forward foot placement create a relaxed but commanding posture. The Fat Boy does not try to look light or agile, instead it embraces weight and scale, and that honesty is exactly why it stands out. With a price tag starting around $21,999, the Harley-Davidson Fat Boy proves that strong proportions, a dominant engine, and unmistakable identity can still create a motorcycle that looks powerful, confident, and instantly recognizable without needing to explain itself. Number 6 is Suzuki Boulevard C50. The Suzuki Boulevard C50 earns its place through classic cruiser proportions that feel calm, balanced, and easy on the eyes. The wide fuel tank, flowing fenders, and generous use of chrome give it a traditional look that still feels relevant. Nothing is sharp or forced here, just smooth lines that connect naturally from front wheel to rear. At the core sits an 805cc V-twin engine, and its visual presence fits the bike perfectly. The rounded engine covers, visible cooling fins, and polished accents give it a clean mechanical look that feels honest. It does not try to look oversized or aggressive. Instead, it supports the relaxed identity of the C50 and keeps the overall design cohesive. The riding posture adds to the visual appeal in a subtle way. The low seat height, pulled-back handlebars, and forward foot placement give the bike a laid-back stance that looks natural and welcoming. Parked or rolling slowly, it carries a steady and composed look that suits long roads and relaxed cruising rather than sharp performance claims. With a price tag sitting around $9,000, the Suzuki Boulevard C50 shows that good-looking design does not need excess or attitude, just well-judged proportions, classic styling, and a shape that feels right every time you see it pass by. Number 5. Triumph Speed Twin 1200. The Triumph Speed Twin 1200 earns attention through clean lines and a compact shape that feels purposeful from every angle. The sculpted fuel tank, short rear section, and twin exhausts create a balanced silhouette that looks sporty without losing its classic roots. The mix of painted surfaces and brushed metal gives it a premium look while staying restrained, making the design feel confident rather than showy. Power comes from a 1200cc parallel twin engine, and visually it sits perfectly within the frame. The engine's compact layout keeps the bike tight and muscular, while the exposed fins and dark finishes add depth without clutter. It looks mechanical and honest, reinforcing the Speed Twin's identity as a motorcycle built around substance, not decoration. The upright riding position adds to its visual strength. Flat handlebars, a slightly forward stance, and a slim seat give the bike a ready-to-ride look that feels energetic even at rest. It appears light on its feet, quick to respond, and well-balanced, which makes it look just as good moving through traffic as it does parked outside a cafe or on a quiet road. With a price tag of around $12,995, the Triumph Speed Twin 1200 proves that thoughtful proportions, a strong engine presence, and timeless styling can come together to create a motorcycle that looks fast, confident, and right without trying too hard. Number 4. Indian Scout Bobber. The Indian Scout Bobber stands out through a low, tight shape that looks serious and controlled from every angle. The chopped fenders, blacked-out finish, and short wheelbase give it a tough street-focused stance that feels modern without losing its heritage roots. The wide tires and minimal bodywork keep the design clean, while the sculpted fuel tank adds just enough muscle to avoid looking bare. At the center is a 1133cc V-twin engine, and its visual presence anchors the entire motorcycle. The liquid-cooled layout keeps the engine compact, helping the bike maintain its low profile. Dark finishes and subtle metal accents give the motor a solid mechanical look without pulling attention away from the overall shape. It fits the frame cleanly and reinforces the Scout Bobber's aggressive but controlled appearance. The riding posture plays a key role in the bike's look. The low seat height, forward-set foot controls, and wide handlebars give it a planted stance that feels confident and stable. It looks ready to move at any moment, whether stopped at a light or rolling through city streets. With a price tag of around $13,249, the Indian Scout Bobber proves that strong proportions, a compact V-twin, and disciplined styling can create a motorcycle that looks bold, modern, and unmistakably serious in a single clean form. Number 3. Royal Enfield Super Meteor 650. The Royal Enfield Super Meteor 650 stands out through classic cruiser proportions paired with a calm, confident shape. The long wheelbase, wide fuel tank, and low seat give it a relaxed silhouette that feels stable and well-grounded. Chrome detailing is kept tasteful, allowing the smooth curves of the bodywork to take center stage. From the side, the bike looks balanced and composed, with nothing sharp or rushed in its design. At its core sits a 648cc parallel twin engine, and visually it fits the Super Meteor perfectly. The compact motor keeps the bike slim while still giving it enough visual weight to feel substantial. Polished engine covers, visible cooling fins, and clean routing of components give it a mechanical look that feels honest and uncluttered. The engine supports the bike's calm character instead of trying to dominate it. The riding stance adds to the overall look in a subtle but important way. The low seat height, forward-mounted foot controls, and wide handlebars create a laid-back posture that looks natural and comfortable. It appears steady and composed at a standstill, and that same visual calm carries through when it is moving down the road. With a price tag of around $8,199, the Royal Enfield Super Meteor 650 proves that strong design does not need excess. Just clean lines, good proportions, and a clear sense of purpose that feels easy to live with every day. Number 2. Triumph Bonneville T120. The Triumph Bonneville T120 stands apart through classic shape done with discipline and restraint. The rounded fuel tank, deep paint, and polished metal details give it a timeless look that feels complete without excess. Spoked wheels, a flat seat, and twin exhausts create a side profile that is clean and balanced. Nothing feels rushed or overstyled, which is exactly why the bike holds attention for longer than flashier designs. Power comes from a 1200cc parallel twin engine, and its visual presence suits the bike perfectly. The engine sits neatly in the frame, with cooling fins and brushed finishes that give it a strong mechanical look. It feels solid without appearing bulky, helping the motorcycle keep its elegant proportions. The motor looks like it belongs there, reinforcing the sense that every part was chosen with care. The riding stance adds to the overall appeal. Upright handlebars, a neutral foot position, and a well-padded seat give the bike a calm, confident posture. It looks comfortable without appearing soft, and refined without losing character. Whether parked or rolling steadily down the road, it carries a composed look that never feels out of place. With a price tag of around $12,300, the Triumph Bonneville T120 proves that good-looking motorcycles do not need tricks or trends, just strong proportions, honest engineering, and a design that stays relevant year after year. Number 1. Harley-Davidson Breakout 117. The Harley-Davidson Breakout 117 claims the top spot through sheer presence and elongated proportions that look fast even standing still. The stretched fuel tank, low profile, and wide rear tire give it a powerful, aggressive silhouette that draws attention immediately. Minimal bodywork and carefully placed chrome accents create a clean, confident appearance without clutter. From the sweeping lines of the front fork to the short, sloping rear fender, the Breakout 117 looks like a motorcycle designed to dominate the road visually. Powering the Breakout is a 1900cc Milwaukee 8 engine, and it is impossible to miss. The large V-twin fills the frame and serves as the focal point, with blacked-out cylinders, polished covers, and exposed hardware emphasizing mechanical strength. The engine's presence reinforces the bike's elongated, low stance and contributes to the overall visual drama without overpowering the clean lines. The riding posture adds to its striking look. The forward foot controls, low seat, and wide, pulled-back handlebars create a stretched, confident posture that complements the bike's long frame. With a price tag of around $22,995, the Harley-Davidson Breakout 117 proves that when proportions, engine presence, and styling align perfectly, a motorcycle can achieve an unmistakable head-turning look that commands attention without needing anything extra. And with this, we have reached the end of this video. Make sure to like it and subscribe the channel for future upcoming videos.